She is an Atlanta native, a woman of many talents in the beauty industry who has worked on films like Respect, Wonder Years, as well as Black Panther. Please welcome Frandresha Brie Hall,
Hi,
also known
guys.
as
MissBrieDidit.
Miss Brie Didit. Let's go. Thank you so much, Brie, for coming.
Thank you so much,
Oh
Arlene,
my
for
God,
having
you
me.
look so amazing and
You do
beautiful.
too, my brown girl.
I love you so
I
much.
love you. You look gorgeous.
Oh my God. And I'm just so glad I met you. We met at the opera.
Yes, we did.
And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity and giving so many other people opportunities at the opera. I really appreciate that.
I appreciate you for appreciating it. And
Yes.
I appreciate you for showing up.
Yes.
The show that we met on specifically, you came in and were a superhero. A complete superhero.
Oh girl, I was like, what did I just come into?
Theater is not for the faint of heart. You
It
gotta be on it. You gotta be, because you have one time to get it right.
Yes,
because the show has to go on. We're in front of a live audience.
That's so true.
Definitely.
How long had you been with the opera and everything? Well, I mean, how'd you get started with it?
Well, one of my mentors, Selena Miller, she wrote. I adore.
I did not know that
Selena.
She's everything to me.
She is wonderful. She's like all our grandma.
I had no idea.
Wonderful.
I had no idea. She'll be on the show soon. She'll be on the show.
Yes.
She was one of my original people that came and interviewed with me 7 years ago for the show.
Wow.
Because this show was going on 7 years ago and I stopped. And God was like, do it again.
Time.
Yeah, he said do it again.
Wow.
He said this time don't stop.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
She is definitely a gem. She's a living legend. And we have to.
Oh my God.
I'm so honored that she saw enough in me to pour into me. And I'm just her resume, her spirit, her talent.
Everything.
She's a wonderful person.
We love you, Selena, so much.
We love you, Selena.
We love you so much.
I
can't wait to have you back on the show. Yeah. So yeah, tell me about the opera. And, so you guys started with Selena was like your mentor and everything.
Yes. So she called me. She said, "Hey, there's a production at Atlanta Opera going on. Are you available?" I said, "Of course, I'm available. I'm available." And at the time, the only hair experience that I had was like working in salons, kind of assisting or helping other hairstylists and doing like video shoots and photo shoots and commercials and things like that. But nothing in the theater world on a professional level.
Right.
Background, I went to a performing arts high school and it was Tri-Cities.
Hey, Tri-Cities! Oh my God. Love that school.
Yes. So I went to a performing arts high school. So I was well versed in theater, but not on a professional level.
Yes.
With lace front wigs and wigging 30 plus people and doing quick changes on just that grand scale. I had not been privy to that.
Right.
So this is my first time pouring into that realm of theater.
Okay.
This was circa 2015.
Wow. Okay.
We did a production called La Boheme. And the wig and makeup designer was a man named Richard Jarvie. And he came out of Chicago Lyric Opera.
Okay.
And I instantly in that production fell in love with the science behind what we do.
Wow.
The importance behind what we do. And how we're the cherry on top.
Yes, we are.
We are the cherry on top of making everything sealed in and final.
It seals it. Yes.
It's the
oh my God. So that's so true. That is so true. That's a great way to describe it too.
Yes. And the actors know it. That's what gives them that extra nudge because they have it internally. But when your internal and your visual align, we got gold, baby.
Oh my God.
We got gold.
Yes. So starting out in the opera and everything, and then moving on into the union and everything. How has that been for you?
Oh, wow. It was quite a journey. And by journey, I mean over a decade. It was a journey. It really was. Yeah. I learned so much along the way, along with triumphs victories and defeats and obstacles.
Oh, yeah.
Obstacles.
Yes, yes.
It was
yes.
all a part of what molded me and what made
yes.
me. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That journey, I built most of my days in theater.
Yes.
Working with Atlanta Opera, I did production after production. They saw the value in me, and I gained another mentor, Ann Ford Coates.
Oh.
Shout out to Ann Ford Coates. She's another wonderful, amazing person. So she leveled me up into theater, into seeing like, hey, with your skill set and everything that you do, there's another way that you can be utilized.
Yes.
And she cultivated that even more in me.
Wow.
I traveled with her. I did some opera festivals.
Yeah.
And she helped garner a relationship with Atlanta Opera to see my abilities in running a crew and leading a crew,
Right.
and also designing. So I was able to go from just a crew runner to a department lead or department head,
awesome.
to a wig and makeup designer. So I've been very blessed and fortunate to see something, grab hold of it, and watch it grow.
Yes,
and I feel like I'm still growing. And within that, you know what I mean?
We definitely all are. Are there any lessons that you've learned along the way that you can kind of, let other people know, so that they can actually, when they're coming in, they can know, that, hey, I can get through this?
That is a great question. Woo, let's see. There are a lot of lessons, but what sticks out the most, to help people learn along the way. Mm-hmm. Be gracious to yourself. Mm-hmm. You definitely have to give yourself grace, because as a creative, and as creatives, we're driven by talent. We're driven by things that are visually pleasing. Mm-hmm. And we see something, we want to get it out of our brains and onto a canvas of sorts.
Yes.
Give yourself grace in all of those processes. Give yourself grace in all of those processes. Mm-hmm. Some things you're going to hate. Mm-hmm. Some things you're going to love. Some things you're going to like, I'll walk away and come back to it. Yeah. Be gracious in all of that, because that is how you get to what you love, through all of the levels of creativity. Yeah. And also have an open mind. Mm-hmm. To listen and interpret well. Our job, the objective of our job is to interpret what's being needed. Yes. And to try to do that to the best of our ability. Sometimes we go under, sometimes we go a little bit too above. Yeah. But if you fall into a good realm of interpreting well, that's the job. Yeah, that's very true. That's the job.
That's very true, because it's all about communication, understanding what's needed. Everything. You know how the old folks used to say, like, if I knew then what I know now.
Oh yeah.
What is it that you could say, if I knew then what I know now, I would have, or something in the or maybe even your 18-year-old self, what could you say to her to I don't know, like something
okay, I gotta
you know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like a deja vu moment where you're like, oh man, if I knew to enjoy the journey, I would tell my younger self to enjoy the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's just so many hurdles and so many challenges that you're going to face along the way. And so my question to you is, what would you say to your 18-year-old self? Like, what would you tell her to do?
I was twofold answer. Mm-hmm. I would definitely tell myself, don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's okay. You're human too. Because in my artistry, I was and I still struggle with it from time to time.
Yeah.
Just so hard on myself when I don't get things perfect the first time. It's like a pit of despair.
Yeah.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It's just creating. Creating is all a part of the process. Yes. Sometimes you nail it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have to journey there. Yeah. So don't be so hard on yourself and give yourself grace. Yeah. And also, as a young makeup artist specifically, don't buy all that eyeshadow.
Because you're going to end up throwing it away 3 months
later. Oh my God.
Giving it away.
You don't need all the palettes and all the kits. And also, it's fun creating colors and seeing what you can do when you play with color theory. Yes, you know what I mean? So don't buy that eyeshadow. Buy more skincare. Buy more things that are going to sustain. more people than very few or specific people, because eyeshadow is one of those things we need it, don't get me wrong, but you can also create it, so you don't have to. You can use that money more wisely somewhere else, because in the beginning of my artistry, I was an eyeshadow queen.
Yeah.
I had all the colors.
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
and like you said, I didn't end up using.
Yeah. We started out doing things and we like, okay, I've learned that. We're not going to do that anymore.
Totally.
You know. Tell me some films that you've been on that you just like, wow, this is one of the moments that will go down in history as one of the best experiences of my life.
Okay, so can I share with you the film and the opera production?
Yes.
Okay,
girl,
cool.
Yes.
Film would definitely be Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Oh my God.
That experience was very much so surreal for me.
Who hated that one?
So I was running with the background crew, or the stunt crew with the telekineal, and it was Ashley McGuire.
Okay.
Wonderful special effects makeup artist.
Wow.
And she literally allowed me to learn and grow in that experience, because I was hired for something very specific.
Yeah.
So I did that along with other things, like helping like these world-renowned special effects makeup artists, and just like going in and just flourishing and being able to learn. It was wonderful. And it being Black Panther, it holds such a special place in my heart, because I definitely am pro-Black, woke AF. So it was so special to just see us get to create art on a multi-million-dollar level, and to be a part of it.
That's a legendary moment.
Absolutely. Definitely. And it was on my bucket list to work a Marvel production, because it's like, I want to be in the room where it happens. And I was in the room where it was happening, and it was really cool. I'm very honored. I definitely, when it came out, I was at the first matinee for the sneak preview. I was like, I gotta see my work. I gotta see it. So definitely Black Panther: Wakanda Forever holds a very special place in my heart. Like every day I was honored to be there. Like, granted, we had to be there at 4 a.m, but it's like, hey,
it's worth it.
It's what it is.
Some stuff is worth it. When I tell you, and at the end of the day, you can say, I did that. I was here. You know what I'm saying?
I was here.
That's amazing. So what's your goals for the future? Like, what do you plan on like excelling in your craft in the future? Like, or is there a pivot to something else?
You know what? As a creative, or a multifaceted creative, I'm always trying to fuse all the things that I do into one large scale. So what's next for me is cultivating that and presenting it to the world, because I have it all mapped out. It's more about taking the time to plan the action and create it and execute it. So I want to do that. I want to show my hair and makeup skills. I want to I know we shared with each other a while ago our singing abilities. I was in a singing group forever. So I want to get back to being in front of the camera, but I want to fuse the two.
I would love that
for me, and I want it to be what I want to share with the world. So I want to take some time out to focus on me to
that
do
would be
that.
Amazing.
Oh my God,
I'm excited about that, girl.
Thank you.
As soon as you start, you need to call me. Whatever you're doing, I want to be there. Okay.
Yes.
Are there any final words you would like to say to the people that are watching? Some of the people that are watching are people that are coming into the industry, or they're already in the industry, and then you got some veterans watching as well, getting ready to retire from the industry. So so many. Our audience is very broad and
nice. That's wonderful. But before I get that, can I go back to the opera?
Go ahead, girl.
So my favorite theater gig that I have done, I just recently did it. It was a production called Omar with Boston Lyric Opera. I was the hair and makeup designer for that production.
Wow.
It is a fairly new production. It debuted in Spoleto, which is an opera festival.
Wow.
It premiered there, and it is about the account of a slave named Omar Said. He was captured into slavery when he was 37 years old from Senegal, well educated, a philosopher, and he was captured into slavery, brought to the Carolinas, escaped his first really horrible slave owner, was recaptured with a much nicer slave owner who allowed him, as an educated philosopher, to write his own memoirs of his life. and it's the only account of a memoir of a slave written in Arabic. And it was a part of history, Black history. I did not know. I love uncovering more of our Black history, and being a part of a new production and being cherry picked to design the hair and makeup was wonderful.
An honor.
I was so honored. And when we do stuff, when we get a hold of stuff as our people, we just show out, right?
We got to.
The music was so incredible. I'm getting chills right now, but every single aria was so beautiful, and they told the story with so much grace and care. The production was nice. The producers were nice. The director was wonderful. The cast was wonderful, and I got to put up work that I was proud of, and it was a part of my heritage. I felt so full, and I felt creatively full because it was my creation, and that made me so proud. I was so honored to be a part of that.
Absolutely amazing.
Definitely.
Giving me chills right now.
Yes. So y'all look out for Omar. It's definitely gonna gain some traction.
Is it coming to Atlanta, or is it gonna just be known?
I see it going worldwide very soon.
Wow.
It's got legs, as we call it here. It's gaining a lot of momentum. New York Times sings their praises. It's wonderful.
Oh my God.
Wonderful.
Well,
wonderful.
If you go on tour, honey.
Listen.
I want to be I want to be your first one that you go on tour, because I would love to be on that. That is absolutely.
It was wonderful.
Congratulations on it. That is, oh my God, that's big.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
I really appreciate that.
Any final words you want to say to our peoples out there?
Okay, I want to talk to everybody. Okay, so for the legends,
yes,
and for the people that precede us, and for the people that I look up to and that I admire, I thank you for your talents. I thank you for your willingness to pay it forward. And I thank you for all the little gems, because I'm one of those people that pay attention to it all.
Small things.
The little gems are what make you, that mold you, and they stick with you in a way that it's planted into your subconscious mind. You know what I mean? So I thank you for all of those things. To my colleagues, I thank you for paying it forward. I thank you for your creativity, your knowledge, your wisdom, your personalities, and for just the connections that I've made with people, that we help each other and we cultivate work for each other and experiences. I appreciate you all for that.
Yes.
To those that are up and coming, the best advice that I can give to them would be we're all creative. We're all great. That's not the job. The creativity, like doing the art, is probably about 50% of the job. So with the other 50%, most of it is who you are.
Yes.
Because you are the person creating the art. The art is the art. You're the person creating the art, connecting with the people.
So true.
Find what makes you great and cultivate that. It won't be an easy journey. It won't be an easy journey. But when you find that thing that makes you special and that sets you apart, cultivate it and honor it, because that's what makes you special. That's your ministry, and that's what's going to make you excel and succeed in this industry. Definitely.
That's amazing. Brie, thank you so much again for coming. I love you so much.
I love you.
Thank y'all for watching. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.